years in Georgia and California, with the most recent incident allegedly taking place in 2018.
Now, I guess this is the part of the video where a lot of those people that promote high value forgot to tell you about. Now, unfortunately, T.I., having made his career, being very well known, staying in primarily the same neighborhood for the most part, living in the same state, etc., building it up, doing what he can for his people, and good for him. Now, of course, for those who choose to be high value, there's a lot of videos talking about how to be a high value man and that women only want high value men, etc. But what they often fail to talk about is the allegations that come, especially if you're a high value man and you want to live the type of lifestyle where maybe you want to enjoy a rotation of women, because as a high value man, like if you watch, for example, Kevin Samuels, there are always scores of women who say that they want a high value man. And for a woman, often talk about by him, he says, maybe as a woman that's something that you'll have to live with, the fact that this person maybe has people on the outskirts, etc. Now, this particular woman, whether the allegations are true or not, we do know that, of course, from previously that T.I. has had multiple, I guess, affairs, or however, they probably just have like an open relationship. Now, if you actually were paying attention in the video, they showed some of the allegations, and of course, some of these allegations were back in like 2005, 2006, right? But of course, they're all coming out now when we are experiencing probably a great, what would be referred to as a depression, if not the greatest depression in America. And so, of course, during this time period where people are losing their jobs, etc., people start coming out of the woodwork. You've hooked up with him, maybe you're not exactly in the best situation where you are in life, might be a good time to throw out an allegation. Perfect example is also, look at Cuomo. Cuomo here in New York was viewed as a saint, he was lauded for what he did with the pandemic, and then look at him now. The allegations come out of the woodwork, and this is basically the lot of the high value man. If you're viewed with status, it doesn't take much, just an allegation that can ruin your life. And it's why most people choose to go their own way. They realize that this is what is at stake, especially if you're a man. You've got your own business, maybe you got an excellent job, maybe you're into investing, and you earn a healthy salary. The only thing that you end up doing is just basically putting yourself at risk. Now, if you're someone who is high status and you've built a company, maybe you're into engineering or tech, maybe you create an app, right? And just overnight you become a success. And we've seen numerous men like this. Unfortunately, woman doesn't get what she wants, an allegation pops up. We saw this not too long ago, I think it was last year or the year before, with a lot of different streamers, for example, like Angry Joe, Swifty. There were numerous people who do video game streaming on YouTube or on Twitch, or they create videos, and allegations come out of the woodwork. And all, of course, that it does is it serves to tarnish many of these men's reputations. They end up losing money, and maybe the allegations are true, maybe the allegations are false, but typically nothing really comes to light. And it's usually from these individuals, 10, 15, 20 years, we've seen a recurrence of this, not just with rappers or movie stars, but even politicians. And so this is typically the unspoken part of it's like the dark side of being the high value men, that often many of these PUAs or dating coaches, etc., that they of course forget to mention. Well, we forgot to tell you that also, by the way, if you choose to be a high value man, you're also going to be a high value target.